Hello, hello. So today we're going to be reacting to one of my favorite YouTubers called Anabolic Stick. He kind of just uploaded like a great hit piece on Hussein Farhat and Greg Doucette at the same time, and his page pretty much blowed up.
July 2024.
But today we're going to be watching his little video he's made on Eric English. If you haven't heard of Eric English, he is basically, well, I'll put a little segment in. Oh, fuck, my sister's calling me. Am I better to deny or answer it and tell her I can't come, or just not answer it at all? Fuck, sorry guys. So yeah, we're just gonna see what Anabolic Stick has got to say about the fake natty Eric English.
Joe Biden steps out of the US presidential race, leaving Kamala Harris as the presumptive candidate. Donald J. Trump survives an attempt on his life at one of his rallies. Greg Doucette uploads a natty or not on Hussein Farhat, deeming it impossible for him to be natural, but which one singular blood test convinced him of the impossible. And 13-year-old Eric English posts a picture on Instagram looking like this. And just a little over 1 year later, this is what he looks like. The kid is on steroids. But let's be real here, okay? Anyone with two brain cells to rub together saw this coming from a mile away. The kid practically got groomed by the industry into becoming a little SARM goblin. Between Larry Wheels asking Eric when he plans on hopping on steroids, as if that's a normal question to ask a 14-year-old.
I did become enhanced at 17. Is that something that you're willing to do in the future?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whatever it takes?
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. That's the mindset I had.
Young LA just...
What I would like to say is that there seems to be no guidance. If there was clear guidance, we wouldn't be seeing a 15-year-old on steroids. But I think his mother has passed away, so I can actually kind of understand what made him, or what didn't stop him from, you know, taking steroids. I'm not justifying it, but losing your mother will make you do many things.
Jumping at the opportunity to sponsor him and provide him with a direct network of other teenagers on steroids. And then this monstrosity right here, this bloated, watery, juiced up 19-year-old mess, most likely directly influencing Eric to hop on gear. It becomes very clear that he stood absolutely no chance from the beginning. The kid got absolutely one-shotted by the shitness industry. But let's recap everything from the start. I actually remember Eric coming across my Instagram feed about 2 years ago as a 13-year-old kid getting into fitness. He blew up pretty much overnight because it's not often that you see a little kid hitting lat spreads and stomach vacuums, and credit where credit's due, okay? The kid looked amazing for a 13-year-old. Please don't clip that out of context, okay? I promise I'm not on any Jeff Epstein flight
I just realized, bro, what the fuck?
logs. But it's true, right? Look at his physique. Right, look at the biceps, look at the serratus, look at the vacuum pose. I mean, keep in mind, this kid...
Bro, I'll be honest with you, I can't even do the vacuum. Oh, it kills. It kills. I don't know how a man do it, bro. It kills.
It is 13 years old. Okay, I would have killed to look like this at 13. I mean, come on. 1.7 million likes. And so, as expected, all the usual suspects would be flocking to sponsor this kid. The main one being Young LA. And it makes sense from a business perspective, right? Eric has a lot of eyes on it. Whether it's okay from an ethical standpoint, though, we'll get into later. But so he gets sponsored by Young LA fairly early on the 23rd of November 2023. This post by Rising Lifters reads, "This is crazy. 13-year-old Eric English has become the youngest ever Young LA athlete. Since documenting his incredible fitness journey, he has amassed over 800,000 followers on Instagram, attracting the biggest brands in the industry. Now, due to the sponsorship, he of course immediately starts collabing with big roided up names in the industry, like Eric Janicki, for example, from HTLT Supplements. He's now fully entered the fitness industrial complex, and there's no way back for him. June 6, 2024, a video of him posing gets 271,000 likes. 1 day later, June 7th, 2024, he already starts making steroid jokes. August 15th, 2024, he goes to a Young LA event and gets to meet some incredible influences, like self-proclaimed steroid gambling and drug addict Togi. 10 days later, he posts a video of him posing alongside Noel Dizel, and you can tell that Eric is slowly but surely packing on size. Very, very impressive for a 14-year-old. September 18th, 2024, Eric appears to have started a pretty significant bulk and is looking a lot fluffier. He's now wanting to put on as much size as possible. October 12th, 2024, Eric goes to the Olympia and gets to meet influencers like Larry Wheels, infamous fake natty Tristan Lee, and Nick the Mutant Walker. 2nd of January, 2025, his infamous collab with Larry Wheels. We'll circle back to this in a bit. So at this point, start of 2025, this is what Eric now looks like. Very impressive physique. He actually has a good amount of muscle on his frame. He also still appears to be natural here. His progress up until this point seems to be indicative of a young kid that has just recently started puberty and has a passion for working out. But only 6 months later, his comment section on Instagram would blow up with people spamming needle emojis and accusing him of being on steroids. And once you see his 8-month transformation, it all
Let's see why the fuck they're doing it.
starts to make sense why. I mean, come on. Look,
You know how they say it ages you? He literally went from... He didn't go too much, but he went from like a 15-year-old to... I don't know, maybe 17. Not too bad, but he definitely did skip a few years there. He defo skipped a few years there.
looks like the guy on the left ate the guy on the right. You know how people usually tell you to trust the process when it comes to working out? This kid has skipped the process entirely. This is an insane 6-month transformation. I mean, Eric practically had the entire fitness industry shocked. And understandably so, right? One moment he looks like a freshman, 6 months later he looks like he's repeating senior year for the 5th time. I mean... He must have somehow been able to get his hands on Hussein Farhat's elusive broomstick and...
Can I just say something? There's nothing special about Eric's physique, by the way. In terms of mass for his age, yes. But in terms of physique, I don't think there's anything like... I don't understand why he gets lots of views. But like I said, in my previous videos that I've uploaded, we know what's going to give you fame and money real quick. It's controversy. It's the things that makes you... It's the most things that, you know, have the most enigmas that make you question the most, you know.
ladder workout routine. That's the only way I can make sense of this insane transformation. Genuinely, this is
Oh shit!
shout out to this girl,
camera
by the way.
tracking
Let me
me.
just make sure my ass cheeks are front and center. Well,
Oh whoa! God damn. Hold on, let me not get distracted right now. Let me not get distracted right now. Don't get distracted right now. Don't get distracted right now. Standing on. Why did my camera do that, bro? What the fuck? I don't know why there's booty cheeks, but I'm just gonna go back because I didn't hear what the guy said.
shout out to this girl, by the way. Let me just make sure my ass cheeks are front and center while I take a picture with a 15-year-old.
Oh yeah,
Who is
right?
this girl?
Oh right.
What a
OnlyFans.
surprise. An entire page full of gym cell gooner bait. If you actively consume this type of content, you're what's wrong with the fitness industry,
Gooner
okay?
bait.
Just fully contributing towards the degeneration of this industry. Some of you need to
Yeah.
be ashamed of yourself.
Where's the link? Where's the link? Fanfics. Yeah, I don't even need to look. I'm telling you, there's the OnlyFans link. I can smell the OnlyFans links from here, bro. It's actually kind of really sad how some women can literally just show their ass and then they'll start getting followers. They'll start getting whatever. It's a bit easy for them. Still got to put the work in, but yeah.
Okay, genuinely, do better. 1 million likes on this reel. The top comment has over 120,000 likes. I missed a couple of chapters. Look, let's click on a random post, right? This one is from April 2025. And this is what he looks like. And then let's just scroll up a couple of times. This is 4 months later. A completely different person. Look at the top comment. Every single time he posts, he grows twice in size, 20,000 likes. And of course, his strength just inexplicably skyrockets as well. Here he says that he could bench 315 pounds for multiple reps only a
Fucking hell.
week after benching for the first time. That's 140 kilograms, right? Totally normal. And then of course, only 2 months later, he's hitting 405 pounds on the bench press. That's 180 kilograms. Yeah, I mean, come on. To put that into perspective, it can take natural lifters with decent genetics and dedicated bench programming up to a decade to hit 4 plates on the bench press. Some may even never be able to. And Eric does it at age 15 after only 2 months of benching, right? that's it. As the industry's leading authority on
Yo, shout out to Anabolic Stick for doing his research, bro. This guy knows his shit, man. I'll tell you that.
natty or not, I feel like I've seen more than enough to pass a verdict here. I've reviewed the evidence. I've consulted the comment section. I have stared at pictures of a shirtless 13-year-old for much longer than I'm comfortable admitting. I mean, seriously, I was doing research for this video and writing this script in a coffee shop. There were people sitting behind me. Do you know how weird I felt? It took me like 10 minutes to realize working on this video in public wasn't my brightest idea and packed my bags to go home. Anywho, I'm digressing.
Yeah.
By the power vested in me by absolutely no one, I officially rule this kid a fake natty. Now, as I said at the start of the video, the writing was already on the walls years ago. Of course, any teenager that suddenly finds social media fame for their physique is going to be at an increased risk of hopping on PEDs due to industry pressure. We've seen this happen countless of times. But what sealed the deal for me, what made me confident that it was only going to be a matter of time before Eric would start sipping on the forbidden Capri Sun, was that Young LA sponsorship. And this speaks to a much bigger problem within the industry, especially regarding Young LA. You see, Young LA, more so I feel like,
Yeah, this is some sort of like grooming gang, bro. Like Young LA, obviously, I think Eric's the first young guy or whatever, but literally, to be in Young LA, you have to be on the juice. You have to be on the juicy doocy. Excuse me, but yeah, you do.
then most of their competitors seem to be really focused on capturing as much of that teenage lifter market share as possible. And there's inherently nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with catering towards this age group. Teenage lifters, especially online, make up a really big part of this industry. A lot of people, including myself, got into lifting as teenagers. No, the problem lies when you then cede all responsibility in favor of increasing numbers and virality as much as possible, which has led Young LA to repeatedly sponsor some of the most egregious teenage PED cases in the industry. For example, do you guys remember this kid, Logan Dishman, that 17-year-old Young LA athlete who claimed he was natty while benching nearly 1,000 pounds, but then exposed himself when he got hospitalized for using a dirty steroid needle, and his heart stopped beating while in the ER, causing him to go on life support? Well, he's still sponsored by Young LA. They didn't issue a single statement, didn't disavow the abuse of PEDs amongst minors. Instead, they kept him on and continued inviting him to their events. They made it very clear that the only thing they care about is how many eyeballs these kids can bring to their brand, which is already bad enough on its own. But then they take someone like Eric English, a young,
Bro, when one of these people die, they'll cry for a minute and that's it. Young LA don't give a fuck, bro. These organizations, they don't give a fuck. It's all about the money. It's all about the money, man. Which is actually quite sad when you actually think about it. It's a really scary world we live in, if you actually deep it. I mean, especially with the Epstein files right now. Yeah. Very different world to when I was growing up.
Questionable 14-year-old, and they fly him out to those same events so he can intermingle with those older teenagers who are openly abusing performance-enhancing drugs, teenagers who Young LA are directly enabling. Do we really think these dudes are not going to rub off on a 14-year-old? And yet this guy, Logan Dishman, does not even appear to be the main influence in Eric's decision to hop on PEDs. No. That honor belongs to another teenager, also sponsored by Young LA, also seemingly introduced to Eric through a Young LA event, who also appears to be throwing everything but the kitchen sink at himself when it comes to PEDs. Meet Gentile Lifts. Probably the most obnoxious fitness influencer you'll see in a very long time. He got his break on the internet.
This pig-looking motherfucker, I can't believe he's actually got fame. I don't know how these guys get fame. How is it that these guys are the ones that blow up? I swear to God. I tried the whole TikTok thing, bro. I get like 300 views, 400 views. I don't know what's going on. Like I keep saying, you need to be controversial nowadays to make it. If you want to make it quick, just be controversial.
By injecting himself with copious amounts of steroids and creating what can only be described as some kind of weird niche fetish content. No. I'm not joking, okay? How else are you gonna describe this?
This back exercise is gonna make you squeal like a pig. Oink, oink, don't be a little pig.
Nika, what? Oh my God.
Let's go hit some heavy hammer curls. 70.
Why the fuck are you speaking like this?
What the fuck's going on, bro? Oh my God.
pounds, she couldn't make it 2 rounds. I bent over like she was last night. She was the opposite of tight. The 115 flew faster than her cream. Back exercise that will make you scream like a monkey. Make sure to get your potassium in.
Yeah, seems like a normal, well-adjusted fella to me. You'd think surely nobody actually watches this shit, right? Like, it has to be contained to some weird fringe subgroup of gym cells. Nope. 164,000 likes. The irreparable damage Shizzy has done to the fitness industry truly needs to be studied.
Scary 1,000-pound front squat set.
Just a regular healthy 07 kid. So we first see Eric and Gentile meeting up way before he made his insane transformation and before he even started bulking for the first time. This video right here is from August 2024. As expected, they met up at a Young LA gym, as you can see in the background. They seemingly didn't collab again until right around Eric made his suspicious transformation. But ever since that transformation, it's as if every other reel this guy posts includes Eric in some way, shape, or form. They've gotten very chummy with each other. So right as Eric makes a highly suspicious transformation, he starts hanging out with a teenager that very obviously abuses PEDs. It's not very difficult to see what most likely happened here.
Watch the bulk. Get us massive. Make sure to eat.
Just why? Why would you want to look like this? I understand Eric is bulking with the intention to cut, but this guy Gentile has looked like this for years. Just grotesque. And that steroid moon face is not doing Eric any favor. Even though he's a handsome young man, all that water weight and redness has him looking like... Okay, I'm not gonna say that. That's mean. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. Looking like John Pork.
The bulk is real. He went from "Hello, my name is Eric English" to "I'm Eric. Give me another burger." He added over 100 pounds to his bench in just 4 months, all because of the bulk.
POV, you showed your boy how to bulk. This being obvious code for you showed your boy how to run a cycle. Okay, this is this guy's entire thing. Gentile's entire brand is just rage baiting everybody by consistently claiming he's natural to farm engagement. And this is just another instance of that. Passing off Eric's obvious PED use.
That's another guy. I don't know. His physique is so shit. There's nothing cool about his physique. How is he the one that's made it? What the fuck?
That's quote-unquote just a bulk. Take a look at this comment I found in a Reddit thread about Gentile lifts. I couldn't directly verify these claims myself, so do take them with a pinch of salt. But nonetheless, I figured they were worth mentioning. This commenter basically wrote that Gentile got exposed with some other guys, including Logan Dishman, for being in a quote-unquote "we are kids and take PEDs" group. He then also claims that there was early footage of Gentile in 2023 that was leaked where he said that he had been on a cycle for a while and that he was going to claim natty for jokes and sponsors. I gotta say, it does all sound very in character for these two meatheads. These are the influences in Eric's life. This is why I say that it should have come to no surprise to anyone that was paying attention that Eric would eventually hop on PEDs. This is what Young LA is promoting. Okay, it should speak to how cooked this industry is, that we can't even expect the bare minimum level of responsibility from one of the largest brands in this space. You know, it's not like we're asking them to build schools in Africa or send humanitarian aid to war zones. Just maybe don't enable steroid use amongst minors. You know, maybe don't sponsor and promote 17-year-olds that take steroids, lie about it, and then get hospitalized due to them. Maybe don't introduce impressionable 14-year-olds to a climate riddled with PED. Corrupting the youth just to sell a couple of extra t-shirts. It's truly an interesting business model, I gotta say.
Well, that's the thing, you know, when even when companies like Young LA and other companies as such are even involved with what I say is grooming gangs of these young people just because they get views. When companies are involved in this type of activity, that's when you know the world is fucked, bro. That's when you know even they don't give a fuck. Why, you know... What the fuck?
But hey, Batman merch, right everyone? I get to feel like Bruce Wayne on my Demon Winter arc, fueled by weird cuck fantasies. And to be truthful, as much as I like to point a finger at Young LA, they are simply a symptom of a much broader problem. The reason why they enable this stuff is because there's no downside for them in doing so. Because teenage PED use...
Yeah, sorry, I'm just a bit peppered right now. I'm fucking high, but that's what I was trying to get at. Like, when you know that even companies are involved, no one gives a fuck, bro. When you actually look at the very top, it's not the same rules as for the people at the bottom like us.
as a whole has just become way too normalized in this industry. It's why Larry Wheels asks a 14-year-old if he has any plans of hopping on steroids in the future, as if that's a normal thing to do, and why he receives almost no backlash for doing so.
I did become enhanced at 17. Is that something that you're willing to do in the future?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whatever it
Gotta do
takes?
whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. That's the mindset I had.
He was literally guiding him there. I'm sorry to say, but it's literally like you were guiding him there.
That's the mindset I had. Larry Wheels is so dumb, bro. Like, I genuinely think he's like a good, well-meaning guy, but he just doesn't think stuff through. I just find this particular case to be exceptionally unfortunate because he truly didn't have to hop on PEDs. There's a reason why Eric managed to grow his following to over 1.5 million followers without ever touching a needle. The kid was genuinely unique in that he started lifting and documenting his journey at such a young age, and that you could see him not only grow up but develop himself as a natural lifter from scratch. And now he's just become another fake natty.
What type of fucking monster transformation was that?
This is a great comment right here. What would little you think about you hopping on steroids? And Eric replies with, speaking out of ignorance. This guy comments a needle emoji. Eric replies with insecurity. So much potential. Yet in the end, he just became another gaslighting fake natty to add to the pile. Since I know you'll be watching this video, Eric, because you liked my Instagram story announcing it, let me give you some brotherly advice. The friends you surround yourself with can make or break you. Okay, surround yourself with good influences. You've got great genetics and obviously a great work ethic, so you truly can do great things without touching PEDs. And realize that whether you like it or not, with the insane size following you have, you've now got a responsibility to be a good example for all the other young kids
With great power comes great responsibility.
that follow you and look up to you. Keep that in mind. Anywho, that was it for today's video.
Yeah, guys. Young people hopping on steroids, it's only going to increase. It's quick money. It's quick fame. And young LA is going to be scooping them up. So yeah, there'll be more grooming gang videos. But anyway, if you like this, like, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next video.